Let's talk about achievements.
Macca's Guides.
Hey guys, Macca here. So in today's episode of Completed, we will be talking about Quantum Break. Before that, a message from our sponsor, Full Sail University. Gaming is a huge industry and it needs creative individuals to make the next big game. Want to get involved? Full Sail University can show you how to get started. Want to make art for video games? There's a game art undergraduate degree that gets you working with the tools the pros use. Prefer coding? See the game development program. Want to make mobile games? The mobile gaming graduate degree is also available. Full Sail graduates have went on to work on big game series like Destiny, Call of Duty, Far Cry, and many more. And since you need the right tools and technology to learn, Full Sail students get a laptop with all the gaming industry software they need. So visit fullsail.edu/YouTube to learn more or check the link in the description. Thanks. Hey guys, Macca here. Welcome to Completed episode number 66. In this episode, we're taking a look at Quantum Break. Yes, I will be sharing my review thoughts and talking about all the achievements in the game. Completed is an ongoing series on my channel where I take a few minutes to talk about a game that I personally recently completed and hopefully have some discussion with you guys in the comments down below. If you're interested in checking out any of the first 65 episodes, there is a link in the YouTube description below. Let's get started. So the game came out April 5th, 2016, which also happens to be the day I beat it, but no, it did not take me just one single day. I was actually lucky enough to get a review copy sent in from Microsoft to allow me to play the game a little early, and I played it for about 3 weeks starting on March 17. Now personally, the game roughly took me around 20 to 25 hours to complete, but that's because of a lot of the video stuff I was doing behind the scenes. I think the average person will take anywhere between 12 and 16 plus hours to get all of the achievements out of the way. The game has a total of 42 achievements, and what you see me doing on screen is completing the last boss battle on the hardest difficulty in order to get the Time Lord achievement out of the way. Other than unlocking an achievement for every difficulty in the game, you'll also unlock a lot of story-based achievements and a lot of collectible-based achievements on your way to 1,000 while completing the game. There's also a couple of miscellaneous things along the way, but overall, I'm very disappointed with the achievement list, to be completely honest. It completely lacks creativity, and it doesn't make you think or do anything outside of the box at all, which is an unfortunate missed opportunity. If I had to rate the game based on achievement difficulty, I'd only be giving it a 3 out of 10. I don't think the hard difficulty offers much of a challenge, and anyone who is, decent at games and shooters shouldn't have much of an issue completing the game, even on the hardest difficulty, as long as they're willing to make sure they grab all of the upgrades they're going to need to grab along the way. Next up is Fun Factor, or this is like the mini review section of the video. I'm giving the Fun Factor an 8.5 out of 10, and I've already talked in depth about what my thoughts are on this game. If you follow me on Twitter, you've probably already seen this video. Off the bat, yes, I do probably recommend it. You might not want to buy it right away, but you're probably going to want to play it, regardless of some of the seesaw reviews you may have seen. And I'll make sure to leave a direct link to that Twitter video if you're interested in checking it out later. However, when sharing my review thoughts in this video, I thought I would do it a little bit differently, and I asked you guys what you thought about Quantum Break. I'm gonna use your tweets and use them as talking points, and then share my opinion directly after them. Now, the first major factor in deciding whether or not Quantum Break is going to be good for you is how you play it. Rand brings up a great point, and I highly recommend listening to this. Quantum Break plays like an action game. It is not a cover shooter. If you play Quantum Break like a cover shooter, it sucks, it's not fun, and you won't have fun. It is not a cover shooter. So other than being this cool third-person action shooter where you manipulate time and space like a superhero to kill your enemies, Quantum Break is also unique for the fact that it has a live action show incorporated in it, which means after every act, you're actually going to watch a 30-minute episode of basically like television with real actors on a real set, and the story is actually told from a different perspective, so watching these actually does kind of matter, and it adds to the story. It's not just a repetition of what already happened and what you already did. I agree here with Alec, who says the casting is amazing and the story was mostly good. And I would agree with the mooch that I found myself engulfed in the TV series as much as the actual gameplay, which is a huge plus for a game like this. However, I do agree with V8 Jedi and the Cheeky Brit. The game relies too heavily, story-wise, on letting the collectibles tell the story for the game instead of the game telling it itself. If you don't pay attention to the collectibles and you don't read them and you're not really engaged in the world, the story can be a little difficult to understand and it can be a little bit underwhelming. And as Loveboat Gopher says, the game does suffer from some pacing issues. you'll notice that the gameplay happens in pockets and you feel like you're going from battle to battle instead of consistently being challenged and in firefights throughout the whole game. You feel like it's a lot of walking and talking on your way to the next battle, and then when that battle's over, all you have to look forward to is more walking and talking before another 20 minutes till your next battle. Also, a couple of you like Joseph and Nico brought up the graphics in the game, which are very well done. The effects are especially good, and the sound is also great as well. Some of you did express concerns about game length, and I would say the average person, normally pacing themselves through a normal difficulty and actually admiring the scenery, picking up the collectibles, and not just rushing through, will take about 10 hours to complete the game. However, with that being said, just to put that into a little bit of perspective, I did speedrun the game over on my Twitch channel and was able to beat it in 3.5 hours, skipping cutscenes, TV, and whatever I was able to. So keep in mind that a lot of that 10 hours isn't necessarily gameplay. Of my 3.5 hours in my hard run, I feel like probably about a fourth or a third of it was actually spent in firefights.
Got 1,000.
So, Quantum Break isn't the best game ever made, but it does a couple things really well. It is unique, and in this day and age, it is very risky. As Joe puts it, even ambitious. I think the risks Remedy took with this game should be applauded, and it's good to play a game that's really different from everything else you're playing this year. So whether you buy it at full price at launch or wait a little bit to get it on sale down the road, I definitely do recommend that you try this game at some point if you do own an Xbox. I think if you set your expectations low and just enjoy the game for what it is, there is a lot of fun and enjoyment to be had. Also, Lee Bradley says, it's alright, isn't it? As always, I have included an Amazon purchase link if you're interested in purchasing the game. Also, check out my channel for a ton of different videos about Quantum Break, whether they be previews, collectible guides, or guides on how to beat the final boss or get certain achievements. I've even went ahead and included the True Achievements page, as well as the Xbox Achievements Guide link. Now, as we approach the end of the video, I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, I would appreciate a like. Also, share it with a friend if you so desire. Feel free to check me out on patreon.com/Macca91Productions. Special shout out to Hair and Giggles as well as everyone on there for supporting the show. And last but not least, we have a tweet from Lightspeed Halo who just wanted to be in the video. Alright guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Peace.